Eivor! It's good to see you.
Erke and Stowe. I released you from your debt, and yet you came.
London is quiet enough, and Stowe here felt the sharp stab of conscience.
Could not let you down, Eivor. That's not what an honorable man does. So here I am, despite my reservations.
And you, Broder. I did not think you would be here either.
I have seen to my brother. Sent him to Valhalla with grave goods. I am done with sorrow, Eivor. Now I am bloody angry.
We owe Eivor a lot, my love.
I know. This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared. I long to return home, to our own warm hearth.
There you are, Eivor.
Lufvina, my old friend. And I see you have convinced your husband to stumble southwards.
I couldn't let her carve all the glory for herself. Ljuvina was just boasting of her heroics in Sussex.
She took the fort single-handed, while the rest of us sat back and sipped mead. You should have seen her.
I have come to make sure my warrior wife's enthusiasm for battle does not get her slaughtered.
Have you ever met a woman less in need of a guardian than me, Eivor?
You will have one nonetheless.
Tafter, it is good to see you.
I gave you my word. Besides, Alfred's faith is strict and he has no love for pagans.
You have changed much from that god-whipped boy. That is good to see.
I was always him, but my faith was like a veil. I am glad you helped me lift it.
And now another education. You'll see how we Norse bads fight.
I am all aquiver with anticipation.
You soft-cheeked and...
Ah, Finir. You have come far at my call, old friend.
I've done all I can to help King Oswald find his feet. I leave East Anglia in good hands.
You do not plan to return, then?
No. When I heard of a mighty warrior in the west, who brings terror to the Saxons, I came to join you, if you'll have me.
Once we have seen to Alfred, we will raise a horn. Not as allies, but as companions.
If drinking and feasting be in my future, I will follow you to hell.
Soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought your mothers with you?
My mother is worth 10 of your men.
I do not doubt it. I have seen those strong Saxon hens clucking round the hearth as you farmers play with your cocks.
Ha! And she'd welcome you in Colchester Villey. Better than those sour-lipped thanes who haunt our hall.
Look, you Saxon bedwetters. Here is a real warrior.
Vili, leave these poor boys alone. Their ears are too delicate for the filth you pour in.
Boys is right. This streak of cat piss is barely off his mother's tit. And the Essex boy has hands like a milkmaid.
Ha! Such fiendish ribaldry between you two. You laugh in the face of fear, tweak old man Death's beard.
I will do my mother and my lord proud today, Eivor. The Lord knows, I have not been the best of sons.
Good to see your spirits high. Fight well, my friends, and we'll feast together in victory. Deolav, you have come again at my call.
I have, but this does not sit well with me, Eivor. This is a Christian feast, and the people here are not soldiers.
I come only for Alfred.
Innocents will die for your ambitions. I am your ally now, but after this, I must turn back to Mercia. I have much to repent.
So long as I do not lose your friendship, your oath will be fulfilled. Gidrich, after Rochester, I was not sure you would come again.
I've chosen my side. It would sooner bet a hog than allow Alfred to pillage the land of love.
Guthrum will trample Alfred's ambitions like weeds in the dirt. Mercia might rise further yet.
Perhaps I shall one day sit upon the throne of all England. King Giedrich the drunken ass.
I'll raise a cup to that.
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
I never thought it possible, Eivor, that you would rally Saxons and Norse under your black-feathered banner.
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel and plug their hearts with his god.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Uba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tefta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes. Rhoda, take Edki and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might. Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you, Eivor.
And I!
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm, your axe arms strong, and together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine! Soma, with me. Everyone else, go quickly to the village. Advance! Be on the lookout for any stray guards. Lufina, Hjor, keep a strong flank. Get to the village and wait for my signal. Won't be gentle if they spot me. Let's smoke the rat out of his guard's house! Wait up! What do you see? Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex my torch!
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wearer?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
At least I wouldn't leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder. Do your worst. I have no fear of death, for this battle is only the beginning.
Only darkness will come to claim you.
Hellfire!
You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his throne. This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force, or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon England.
No. I will use you as you used me. A few hours in the company of my men, and you will lead us to your Sparrow King.
That I cannot allow.
Men of Wessex! They came from every house and hovel!
find a way to open the gates from the inside.
These waves of reinforcements are hell sent!
Now I'm ready. I'll have your...
Most of them. Make sure the garrison stays under our control. I need to help the others. I should check on Guthrum at the feast hall.
Get dead! On fire!
Guthrum! I need you fighting with the rest!
These men will not surrender! And one little cock flogger barricaded himself behind that door there!
I will find a way in!
God damn you to hellfire!
Attack us on our holy feast day!
You will regret this unholy interruption! Leave me be! I'm no threat to you!
Good work, Guthrum. I hope the rest have fared as well. If Alfred has fled Chippenham, it may be Lythvin attract him.
Use your glimmer.
Now you! With me! Watch for my leader!
Your time's up, Kurt!
Did you see Alfred?
No.
Stop that wayward wandering! We bring crush!
Much more like it!
Gunwald! Come, get up! This is no time for weep wailing!
I cannot. And there is a blackness closing in around my eyes.
Strike the
I will carry him from the fray. That farmhouse there. I will get you to safety, Hunwald. Stay calm. Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast. Sob bright words of welcome and until you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
Huh?
We watch each other's backs! Die!
With me, brother!
They're weakened! Let us finish this!
These things defy our God and King! I make blood pudding of you! You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass! You're mine! Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts! With me, here! These things defy our God and King! Thank you! I'll tell you! Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts!
The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won! That's it! They're fleeing!
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Good from Jarl. We are not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me! Soma is... she's gone.
Soma? Dead? She has gone to the endless feast, and is the better for it.
I must speak to those still living. It is done, Brodir. You fought well.
I saw him, Eivor. In my darkest moment, Brodir stood beside me. And all was as it used to be. And then the battle ended. I feel him no longer.
There will be other battles.
Aye. And there you'll find me, Eivor. In amongst the blood and death. Brodir at my shoulder. Until the Valkyries claim me.
You have given me more than I would ever have asked for. How will I repay it?
Keep him in your thoughts. For when a man is mourned, his deeds cheered and his songs sung, he cannot die.
Lufina. Gods, I did not know. Is he?
Hush. What good can words do, Eivor? Keep to silence. He is gone. For what days I was given to spend with you. For each breath that carried your sweet whispers, I give thanks. No more. Your fingers in my hair. No more your arms around my waist. The days will be cold hereafter. All color dimmed. Goodbye, my owning. My heart ends with you. What is left will go on.
Your first battle, Ellerich. You fought well and with honor.
Is this the glory you deign seek? You can keep it. I saw Hunwald die. The light dim in his eyes. That could have been me.
You will never be the same. But you will be stronger for it.
I have wasted so much time in pouting like a child. No more, Eivor. No more.
Do you think there will come a day when winning will not be enough?
Well, you can always fight with me if you want to taste crushing and loin-soiling defeat.
My very presence would make that impossible.
Enjoy this victory, Eivor, wherever it brings you. Only a coward thinks he'll live forever.
My thanks, though. You came to my aid when you were free to turn away.
And still it breaks my heart to look upon what we've done today. Was it the right choice? I do not know. But it is done now.
If Alfred had his way, there would never be friendship between Norse and Saxon. You fought for peace. Be proud of that.
I wish I could. And in time, perhaps I will.
Erki, you wear a furrowed brow.
Stowe is taking matters hard. You know how sensitive he is.
A man of faith and stout morals. Small wonder he is tormented.
His support for you has taxed him hard. I will take him back to London. Maybe he will find some comfort there.
You are his comfort, Erki. Not the city you watch. He is in good hands. You're not injured, Tefta.
Bruises, that is all. I've taken the Lord into my heart, and he watched over my sorry bones. Those who fell sit beside him now.
And what of my heathen friends?
I used to believe in damnation for all who turned from his light. But there is a wondrous communion in friendship honored.
Even though your godson preaches peace.
And we shall do that, Christians and pagans, side by side. Never persecuted.
Your Christ would smile at that, I think.
Your Freya would too.
My heart is heavy.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes, there's nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died, and now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now to the end of days. And to Hjor, warrior, husband, and a friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead, our fallen warriors, and speed them to their end. Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not suit you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I've made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it, a plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. and I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
Eivor?
Swanborough,
No. Gods, no. Don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
I am sorry.
Oh! My own... No! My poor swan! Oh, gods!
He fought bravely and turned the tide to secure a victory. Your dear Hunwald died a hero and will be so remembered.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips. Thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
He walks among warriors now.
Yes. The lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are poor salve for a wounded heart. I will leave you to mourn, and know that we are here for you, always, should you need us. Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the Kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Rest then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it.
Time.
Eivor, good to see you. I am, did you want something, or? I was wondering.
What's wrong?
Bridget and I were thinking, with everything calming down the way it has, maybe you could find a spare moment and...
You want to be married?
Yes, to each other.
Yes, I imagined. Gunnar, to see you so happy has been a pleasure, and to marry you would be an honor. Shall I put out a call to any friends abroad?
I'll be honest, Eivor. I came here with a lot of you, because nothing and no one kept me back there. The Raven clan is all the family I need, and Bridget too. From all she said, she's better off here than with those she calls kin. Just a couple of foundlings we are.
Then let's not bother with tradition. If you have your bride and your blade, we will see you wed. As Jarl, I do it gladly. About you and Bridget, when do you wish to be wed?
The sooner I can make her my wife, the happier I will be. But we are fine to wait until everything has settled here.
Enough waiting. Cool your forge and cover your anvil. Let's get you married.
Wonderful. Shall we gather everyone?
Gather your wife and your courage. I will bring the people together. I am honored to stand before you, Gunnar, Bridget, on this bountiful day. To celebrate the strength of your bond and to see you wed. I am in witness of a love that inspires and empowers. I invite you now to speak your vows.
To you, my darling Bridget, I offer this blade, forged in flames that burn as brightly as my heart does for you. A blade as sharp as your wit, as glinting as your beauty. May it sing through the air as sweetly as your voice meets my ears.
Dio, said we did carry Tigana. To never am Lucas, but if it's a door a heat of tea and Harriet.
And I give you my sword and my promise that I will stand at your side forever.
He'd feed you Berthoidio and future and heen. It is so tawaloch and hope, a premonition. On dim mount or scrying a foresight, paratoivi, sweeping adventure meeting tea. Tiwr enaid fel dim arall. A dyn as strong aburatigi. Ac fel as I fierce, mae'r calon yn hedfan dyr y tŷ.
Such poetry, oh dear. You make me cry, my love.
Let us hedfan efo'n gilydd, trwy bywyd and beyond.
I offer you this ring. And take yours in kind. I will wear it with pride and honor, warmed by the love of so perfect a lady.
And I gwisgo fe fel calon, adoration a ffydd am byth.
This is the greatest day of my life. Embrace me, my love.
With our couple now bonded in matrimony, now we drink. Alvis, I'm surprised you did not serenade the bride and groom with a verse or two.
Oh, I wished to, I did. But all that came to me were insults and jibes. Another time, I think.
And how are the marriage customs in your country, Hytham? Something like this?
Like this in all the most important ways. There are smiles, cheers, and warm embraces. All that is needed, I think.
Bridget, I gift you a formal welcome to our clan and our family. You are a fine addition to Gunnar's life, and to ours.
Diolch, Eivor. I couldn't be more happy to be ma. Hope you now but you well in a case Misha the years.
Yes, of course. As I say, it is wonderful to have you. Gunnar, you old trout. You're a married man. Never thought I would see the day.
Nor did I. And not for lack of trying.
You've been among us for quite some time, Reda. Are you ready to settle? Make a home here?
For a year or two, perhaps. But I am not the settling kind. I am a wanderer, always searching, never finding. Maybe one day.
It is a strange feeling, brother. Weddings are the beginning of something, but this feels like something of an end.
The first happy union in our home. We have matured into something greater. So yes, a beginning and an end, I think.
Randvi, saw you looking a little lonely. Thought I might come and join you.
How nice. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I never thought I would see gruff old Gunnar so enraptured by a woman.
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read, but I am pleased for him, and for this day of rest and respite. After everything, a few days of feasting will do the people some good. They need this.
They do.
Will you walk with me?
Anywhere. Lead on.
Something has been on my mind for some time. I am no seer, but I foresaw this day long ago. Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing, through our victories in war and in diplomacy. And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me, and your confidence.
As I am honored by your friendship.
And I by yours.
Eivor, I want you to know that Sigurd and I are... We are severing the bonds of our marriage. We share a love that is steadfast, and I have faith it will forever be so. But it is not the love of a wife and her husband. It was not an easy decision. But after we talked with honesty, we embraced more warmly than we have in a great while. I think we will be happy.
I hope so. And I am pleased for you.
I am pleased for myself. Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more.
And what about you? What are you looking for?
I have all I need right here. With you. With our people.
I'm grateful. So much of our prosperity we owe to you. I hardly know where to begin. You are my truest friend, Randvi. My right hand. My greatest ally.
I give you my word that it will always be so. I'm happiest by your side, and in your company. Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech. We must not miss that.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
Are you kidding?
Am I? Come, we should go.